Hi, guys. Welcome to the Let's Read About It podcast. I'm your host, Joss.
And I'm your other host, Kylie. Hello. Sorry. How are you,
Welcome,
Joss?
guys. I'm good. Oh, honey, you sound horrible. How are you?
Okay, so just for a bit of context, everyone, and this explains why we haven't recorded the podcast for a while. I have been
Yeah.
insanely sick. And as you can still hear in my voice, I sound terrible. I don't know how long my voice is going to last for, so we'll see. I'm feeling much better. I just have a horrendous cough right now, so yay for life.
Yep.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's been a long couple of weeks, but yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, it definitely has. I mean, um, just to recap what's happened, we were reading A Court of Silver Flames, and then
Yes.
we were going to record the last episode or this episode as a review of that, and then do one of A Court of Frost and Starlight. My body had other plans, so we're combining both of the books into this episode. Because we ended up reading the both books. So, um,
Yep.
yeah. So,
So this will be a combination of the two of them.
yeah.
Um,
So, Joss, do you want to take it away with explaining what? We'll start with Silver Flames because
mhm.
that Court of Frost and Starlight sort of like a filler. So, if you want to start with the
It
Court
really
of
is.
Silver Flames and explain sort
Yep.
of like what the book is about, essentially.
So, as Kaz said, this is book well, 4, technically. A Court of Silver Flames. Now, for those that have read this one, it's more from Nesta's point. It's all from Nesta's point of view. It's a look at how she handles things after the war between our favorites, our inner circle, and everyone else, um, and how she recovers from that, and how she comes to terms with being now a high fae and all these new powers and just everything.
Yeah.
Um,
And
we get a chance to get a
let's just say she didn't handle it well.
no, she did not.
Um,
That's putting it lightly.
at all.
Mm. So, because I'm very pro Nesta, as you guys have probably worked out, I love Nesta.
I mean,
As an older sister,
who
I kind of
wouldn't?
relate to her for a bit.
Like, come on, who
Um,
wouldn't?
she's yeah, she's she's awesome. Okay. Now, bear in mind, I will start off with this forewarning. I do not condone her actions or how she's handled this. I am just simply saying that I love Nesta for who she is and how she
Yeah.
and just her spark, her funk, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like everyone deals with what Nesta had to go through. Like, obviously, no normal person will go through what Nesta had to deal with,
No.
but everyone deals with grief and all of those different emotions that she was feeling after the war had ended. And everyone deals with that differently. And it just so happened that Nesta chose a
Not to.
very, very frustrating way to deal with everything, which you'll you'll understand as we get more into the book. And I will start by saying that there are spoiler warnings for anyone who has not read
Mm,
either books. We're just going to say it now because there's too much in the book to not reveal. Otherwise, this episode's going to be like 5 minutes long. So,
yep.
yeah.
And
Um,
for those that are wondering, no, I don't condone what she's the way she's dealt with it,
mm,
but it is kind of look the way she's decided to deal with this kind of thing, and by not dealing with it really, is not overly different to how someone that's gone through something traumatic
mm,
would initially not handle it. So she's getting nightmares. She's hearing the sound of her father's neck snap. She's just, she's reliving this again and again and again. And she's trying, instead of properly dealing with it and feeling what she's supposed to be, what she needs to feel, she's deciding to just lock it up and just push it away.
yeah. And like the if you've got, like, obviously we talked about the battle and everything that happened in the last episode and stuff like that, and I think you guys can all understand the severity of what happened. Like, um their
Mm.
relationship with their father was very, very, oh, how would you even describe their relationship? There was basically no relationship there because he was a coward and he took off, like, there was a lot of, circumstances surrounding it, and then towards the end of the book where it was revealed that he was actually helping at the battle, and then how he ended up dying as well, like, it really tugs at the heartstrings. Like, it really breaks your heart because it's like you understand where Ness is coming from, but at the same time she just, wow, she made
She's
some,
in a lot of pain.
she's in a lot of pain, and she made a lot of decisions that basically,
She's now having to deal with.
yeah, she's
Yeah.
basically got to deal with the circumstances of her actions. And this is going to be like a good learning lesson for everybody as well, is like, actions have consequences, and in Nesta's case
Mm.
it was quite bad what she was doing.
Yeah.
um so yeah, it's definitely, I'll admit though, when I first started reading this book, it did take me a bit to get into it because I was like, I was so used to reading the story of Reese and Feyre, and then having to deal
Yeah.
with Nesta's shit in the first part of the book, and I was just like, for fuck's sake, like, can someone just like slap this bitch across the face and wake her up? And then I was
Yep.
like, I think I got to like, I think it was like chapter 6 or something, and then I was like, oh, okay, now I'm hooked.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, okay, this is getting good now.
Yep. Yep. No, I have moments throughout this book. I'm just like, for fuck's sake, come on,
Yeah,
man,
it was
pull your
like,
head in.
it's like, she has to just grow
But
the fuck up. Like, come on.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, as you said, she's in a lot of pain. The relationship she had, they all had with their father, especially her, was complicated, for lack of a better term.
Yeah,
And she's now dealing with the fact that she didn't really handle that very well. And she's now dealing with the aftermath of that and knowing that he sacrificed himself for her and kind of battling with those feelings of that resentment towards him
yeah,
and that, um, trying to think of the term here. Um, battling with that resentment and that feeling of loss that she wasn't expecting to feel after losing her father, and feeling like she feels bad
yeah,
for still resenting him
yeah,
for everything that she's done, everything she's said, everything she hasn't said to him. She's grieving, basically.
yeah.
It's a complicated loss,
Yeah,
basically.
and you also notice as well throughout the book, that, like, especially the first few chapters as well, and when we're really learning about what Nesta's going through and like how she's dealing with that as well. It um it really, like, opens your eyes as to how it affects different people, but also like,
Yeah.
it actually shocked me, like, knowing who Nesta was as a person in the last 3 books. When I read what she was doing, I was like, I was gobsmacked because I was just like, I did not think that she would be like this affected by it, because like Nesta just seemed like she was such a, like, a strong, fierce person, like, and she just didn't give a fuck what anybody thought. Like, she was tough. And then
Mm,
seeing that, like, seeing her, how she was grieving, and like how her emotions built up as well, because like she
yeah.
had put up such a big, like, big wall, and it was like she just, it
Yeah.
was like it broke her, like, it actually broke her.
She
um
crumbled.
she did, she
Yeah.
fully crumbled, and it was like, and to me as well, like, in my opinion, it kind of felt like in one way she was alone, but in the other way, she wasn't,
Mm.
because her family were actually trying to help her, but she was pushing
They
everyone
just didn't know
away.
how.
No, and like
Yeah.
nobody would know how to deal with that in that situation, because they
No.
did not know the full extent of Nesta's abilities about what happened
No.
to her in the cauldron. Because
No.
was it revealed in Silver Flames what happened?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's Silver Flames that it's revealed that she took from the cauldron, not just the cauldron taking from her or giving to her.
yeah,
So she's taken from it more
yeah,
than she should have.
yeah. So she actually like um basically reveals more in detail of what happened to her in the cauldron, and
Yep.
when that is revealed, it really just brings everything into perspective, because it's like, holy shit, this
Yep.
explains so much.
Yeah.
Like it my heart truly did break for her, because I was just like,
Mm.
oh my god, like it was fucking horrible, like what she had to go through.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah. Um.
All right. So we should actually get into the
Oh yeah, probably. Um.
questions.
so what else? So I think the next talking point that we had was like the plot, not the plot,
Yes.
the setting. So
Yep.
so she was in the House of Wind.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. So
So
she gets
she
initially
basically
she's living in like a
and a
rundown apartment in the middle of the city somewhere. She picks the worst possible place. She's punishing herself basically, as you can clearly see. Um, and she is brought un yeah, she's basically kidnapped, brought to a meeting with her sisters or sister, and Reese and the main crew, and is told that if she because she's had so many chances and so many opportunities to shape up, and she's continuously deciding to basically destroy herself instead,
yeah,
or try to. They've decided they're going to send her to the House of Wind, and she's going to work in the library at night
yeah.
or during the day. Um, which not such a bad thing, but anyway,
Honestly, I want
it's
to
a library.
live and breathe and work and spend every waking minute in that library.
Yes, agreed. Me too. So yeah, that's the basic concept of it. She's taken to the House of Wind, and her punishment starts actively. She's also told that she needs to train with Cass, which is another aspect of this that she's not very impressed with. Um, but yeah, I guess that's one of those learning things.
Yeah.
Um,
she
anything more
um
to add now that I'm finishing babbling?
yeah, so basically, like from what Joss has said, she pretty like Joss has pretty much explained everything. So the setting, it was mostly set in the House of Wind, and back at the river house where Reese and Feyre are now living. um
Yep.
so it sort of swaps between the two and sort of like jumps to different areas and stuff like that, and it was pretty um like it was nice to just get like a different perspective of the area as well. Like we learned a lot about the House of Wind and somewhat of the River House as well. So there was a lot of different um, like viewpoints in that aspect. Um, what I wanted to like, what I was really curious about was when the first couple of chapters started and we were hearing about Nesta's adventures. Um, I was incredibly curious as to what the fuck happened between Amryn and Nesta, because there was shit that went down, and apparently it was at the winter solstice,
Yeah. So something
which
happened that,
yeah,
yeah.
which gets mentioned in the Frost and Starlight book, which we will cover that when we get to that part of the podcast episode. Um, and there was a lot of characters that got brought up into this book as well. Obviously, Cass or Cassian, but we call him Cass. Jesus fucking Christ. That's all I can say. Obviously, Amryn made an appearance, Reese and Feyre, Elaine. We had Clotho and Gwen. Gwen? Gwen?
Gwyn.
Gwen.
Yep.
And is it Emery?
I think so.
I
Yeah.
think it was Emery. They were the priestesses, and they we'll get more into what their involvement is as well. So Clotho is um, basically supervising Nesta while she's working in the library. Um, and that's where she meets Gwyn and Emery. And oh my god, the storyline that comes after that is truly remarkable. Um, we also get a appearance from Eris, who is Lucian's brother,
Yeah.
sort
I
of
think so.
brother. Lucian obviously has an appearance as well. There's also um, Bryalan and Koshi. Um, let's just say we don't like them, like at all. Just putting that out there. And then obviously as Azrael, as well makes an appearance. So there's a few returning characters and a few new ones as well. Some that just really aren't worth mentioning. So
Mm.
um, yeah, there's a lot of it's based around Nesta, basically. Like this entire book is Nesta. And I've got to say, the next book that comes out, I swear to God, I hope we get another book of just Nesta and Cass.
Yep.
We need it.
I'd like that. Yes, please.
We definitely need it. We definitely need another book of just Ness and Cass. I want
Yep.
every detail, okay? I want every
Mm.
detail. And I know you know what I mean when I say this because we were shorted it with fucking. It's just it pisses me off that we don't get the details, but I want the details. Um, so do you have any other characters you want to add? Or did I cover? I can't remember if I covered everything.
I think you pretty much covered everyone.
Yeah.
Something else I can think of. The one I don't really think needs mentioning, but the captain that trains the girls and keeps treating them like they're women and don't deserve to be trained. Blah blah blah. Housework's more important. Blah 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 blah.
So the
I can't remember his
chauvinistic
name
pig
because as
that
soon as I
doesn't get a
remembered.
mention. Yeah.
Yep.
He doesn't
Yep.
really need to be mentioned because he's a
No.
chauvinistic pig and we don't have time for them.
No, we don't. No.
So
No time for that shit.
um
Um.
yeah, so moving on to the scenes.
Yes.
Whew. Okay. So
Okay.
this is
Take that one.
probably going to pretty much look, we already gave a spoiler warning anyway, so if you didn't listen to the spoiler warning, that's you. Um, every scene between Ness and Cass. Oh, okay. So, the first scene where they, I'm gonna say, officially got together
Mm.
is at the top of the 10,000 steps when Cass was waiting at the top of the steps for Ness, and she come back up and jumped on top of him and just started kissing him
Yep.
and was rubbing up against him so much that Cass felt feelings. Um,
That's what we're going with. All right.
let's go with that. Use your imagination, but basically he was feeling
Uh,
feelings. Um, and uh, how am I going to say this that's appropriate for Spotify for YouTube? What's the
oh.
PG-13 way of saying he was very happy?
Mm.
Let's just say he was incredibly happy when she let go of him. Um, and every scene after that was just absolutely incredibly written. Um,
Yeah.
the chemistry between the two of them was like electricity and lightning and fucking everything else all in the same thing. Like it was
Yeah.
so much that happened between them, and I like it was giving you like it was just giving you all the feels, like all the
Yeah.
fucking feels. Um, and after that first scene where Ness had helped Cass felt like he needed to return the favor to Ness and went to her room, and things happened, and then Ness became very happy. And then it all went on from there. So there was a lot of very raunchy, smutty scenes in this book. I'd say like probably 75% of the book was all of those scenes.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And the training sessions as well really, really got me. Between like it really accentuated the connection between Ness and Cass, and they're like the training sessions alone were just absolutely incredible. Like when they
Yeah.
first started and Ness just flat out refused to say anything or do anything, and she just sat there and
Yeah.
watched Cass, and I was like, you know what, I'd do the same. Like, come on, I'd do the fucking same. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just all the training sessions really just, oh, they were amazing. What about you? What about your scenes that you want to discuss?
All the training scenes, especially those first initial ones, and then once she decides to actually take part, um, it just gets better and better. And her trying to, this is cruel, and I've got it, but I've got to say it because I actually enjoyed it and I had a bit of a giggle each time. Her trying to tackle the stairs just to get
Oh
to one of the bars to have a drink because Cass won't
my
give her a drink.
god. This bitch was so fucking determined to get a drink. She was literally risking her life and limb to walk
Oh,
10,000 steps, and she was getting nowhere.
mm,
But, like,
oh,
I think it's worse walking down the stairs than it is up because your legs turn to jelly
yeah,
after like 100 steps. Like, come on. But yeah, that. I felt bad laughing, but at the same time, I really didn't, eh?
yep, yep. The first time
Um,
she tries it, I'm like, oh my God.
yeah.
That's such a giggle. It's like, oh, I feel cruel, but at the same time, come on, man.
And
Um,
you got to admit, you got to like, I think you got to agree with me on this one as well that Cass is probably like watching her and just pissing himself laughing.
absolutely.
Yeah, because I would.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the interactions between Ness and the house. Just once she realizes that the house can actually interact with her.
Yeah, it's like the
Um,
magic house. Like,
mm,
I was
mm,
actually quite, like, empowered by it.
yeah.
Like,
And knowing the fact that, because I think it's revealed in the next one, but I think it's revealed a little bit in this one as well, that it never actually interacted with anyone previously,
no.
but something about Ness brings it to life.
Yeah, and like she had a connection because like when she was being a smartass to the house was not given into her. Like she was saying that she wanted like warm soup and you know like warm bread or something like that, and then it'd give her nothing. Like, or it'd be like it'd lock her out of the library and she wouldn't be able to go in there and read her smutty books. And then it'd
Yeah,
like and eventually like they sort of got that connection where it was just like, oh, so okay, here's an arrange like here's an agreement. Like I do something for you, you do something for me. Like the book, like she was asking
mm,
the house for recommendations, and the house would give her recommendations that she'd love, or like give
yeah,
her food, or like fill the bath up, or something like that. So
mm.
yeah, it was truly amazing. And didn't we discover as well that the heart of the house was actually in the
Bottom of the library.
the bottom of the library?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
which
so that creature that was set free.
was oh, Braxis. Bless his little soul. He's off running.
Yep,
He's got the freedom he wants. He got his window. He got his window.
exactly.
He got his window.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bless him.
Uh, but yeah, yep.
um so like thoughts and feelings when reading the book. What were your initial thoughts and
Um,
feelings?
early on in the book, even though I kind of understood why and where it was coming from, um, I was annoyed at Ness.
Yeah,
I was
absolutely.
getting angry at her because it's like, for fuck's sake, dude, come on,
I
pull your
wanted
head
to
out of your ass.
slap her
Um,
so badly. I was like, snap out of it.
yep, yep. And then when she slowly reveals bits and pieces throughout the book, like the first time the fire gets lit,
Oh,
and she's just
oh,
like hearing that memory in it. Holy crap.
oh my god.
Um,
That scene when she revealed why she didn't like the fire fucking broke. I
mm,
cried. I
yep,
sobbed. Oh,
yep, yep.
because
Um,
she basically every time she heard the fire crackle, she all she could hear was her father's neck snapping, and that's
yep,
why she didn't like the fire, and that fucking sent me like into puddles of tears.
yep, yep. And the fact that she was purely using the her getting drunk and sleeping around as a way to kind of fend off her powers, so she couldn't feel anything. Um, just oh my god, just yeah, this book breaks me.
Oh,
Um,
fucking hell. It really does though.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um,
Were there any
yeah.
scenes that made you like throw the book or almost throw the book?
Um, a couple.
Yeah.
So whenever she had a moment where she was trying to get close and then just closes herself off,
Yeah.
it's like for fuck's sake, come on, just reach out.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you kind of understand why. Um,
Honestly, you do though. Like once we learn more of what she was actually going through and why she was going through it, like it made
mm,
a lot of sense, and it was just like, yeah, okay, I can see now
yep,
the reasons
yep.
behind it.
And this is going to make me very unpopular, and don't come at me, but the way Reese was treating her made me want to throw the book.
Oh my god! Look, don't get me wrong, I fucking love Reese, but the man needed to back the fuck off because he
I
was
mean, I understand
just
that he's being protective,
yeah,
and I understand that he's got some anger towards Nesta for everything that happened when her and Feyre and Elaine were growing up.
yeah,
Understandable. I get it. I can appreciate it.
yep.
Um, and I can respect him wanting to defend his High Lady.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, back the fuck up. This is between the sisters.
Yep.
Nothing to do with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it was pretty bad. Like
yeah.
it dead set pissed me the fuck off because I was like, what are you doing? Like but
Mm,
at the same time though, I
yeah.
understand why he was like that,
Yeah.
but eventually I sort of was like, when I learned this was because I sort of understood why he was like that before we actually learnt what Ness went through. And then after we learnt
Mm,
what Ness went through, then I was like, okay, Reese, you need to step the fuck off because you're being too
yep.
much. But yeah, it definitely like, yeah, I agree with you. It pissed me off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
and you could tell how much it was breaking Feyre's heart as well, like watching it as well, and how hard it was for her not to like step up and sort of try and help her as much as she could and just like continually push her. Like she wanted to push Nesta
mm,
into getting help, but she sort of like was
yeah.
very yeah, she backed off, which was good. Now we know why she was backing off.
Mm. Um, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. There's like so obviously what made me sob, and I actually had to put the book down for this and go and stand outside, was that when she revealed to Cass why she didn't like the fire. That
yeah,
truly broke my heart. And it was
yeah.
like oh god, it was fucking horrible. Like even now I'm thinking about it and it still makes me fucking nearly burst into tears thinking about it because I was like, I just want to give her a hug. Like I just want to hug her and like tell her that everything's gonna be okay and like we're gonna be here to support her and stuff like that. But it's like, Jesus
Mm.
fucking Christ. Like SJM did not need to go that heavy. Like at all. Like
No.
stop it. God. Um it was fucked. Um so things that surprised me in this book, um definitely Nesta's development through the book honestly shocked me. um just with how much she improved over time and how she was determined to like basically like beat her record on the steps as well,
Yeah,
which she did. Um, and it was like it was truly amazing just seeing her development and like her learning her like how to control her new abilities and like develop her
yeah,
new abilities and learning everything she can about them. Um,
yeah,
and also when what shocked me though was um when it was discovered that she can make made weapons, so like the
yeah.
cauldron made weapons. So she went to the blacksmith with Cass and she wanted to learn how to, she asked if she could learn how to forge weapon, and they got her to make three weapons. It was a dagger, it's like a
So two
dagger,
daggers and a sword.
I think it was two daggers and a sword, and she
Yeah.
made them. And then a short while later, they actually got delivered to Reese wrapped up in a blanket, and he was told like, whatever the fuck has gone wrong with these weapons, like there's something in these weapons that's dark. And it was discovered that she
Mm.
actually made the weapons, and they were actually really fucking powerful weapons. Like incredibly powerful weapons. Like basically, like Nesta ended up actually using the sword to kill. Who did she kill?
Oh,
The hell was her
um,
name? I can't fucking remember her name, but she was in the prison.
mm,
Was that Amaraxis? Or was that the name of
I
the
think
sword?
so.
Was that the name of the sword? What did she name it? I think it
So she
might.
killed Lanthus.
That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the sword was named Amaraxis, wasn't it?
Um,
Was that?
she,
I don't know why I didn't write this down. I've got my
Traxia.
notes. Yes, that's right. Right. So she names the sword, which good for her. She kills what did you say her name was? Leantha?
Yeah.
Yeah, Leantha in the prison, and she was basically killing Cass. And she killed her. Like dis like dismembered her pretty much. Um and used the sword to do so, and it was absolutely incredible like how she sort of like how she protected Cass and was just like, no, I need to protect him. And she'd had like barely any training on weapons, and she killed somebody. Like she protected Cass and saved his life, like knowing that. And then like after that we actually learned how powerful Nesta really was. Like it actually amazed me of how powerful she really was.
Yeah. So
Um,
she created two swords and a dagger.
yep. That's right.
Um, the sword that she used to kill, what's it called? Lanthus,
Mm-hmm.
um, in the prison was the sword that she called Atraxia,
Yeah.
which means, was it inner peace? I think inner peace.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that was incredibly impressive.
Oh my god. And like even when Eris's like kidnapped soldiers as well were coming into the prison because Reese had lowered the wards on the prison so they could get in, not knowing the dangers that would eventually show up. And Eris had an army that was taken by Bryalan, and she used, so it was the three, what was it called? It was the crown, the mask. What was the third one?
Oh,
Shit.
yeah.
We'll circle back. But anyway, what was it called? The three, was it the Trove? That's right, the Trove.
Yep.
Um, and they were after they had to go and look for them because Briellen already had the crown, which meant that she could control people. The mask was the bring back the dead, and oh, the harp was
Yep.
like a
The Dead Trove.
time, yeah. So the harp was like a time, like a basically like a warp sort of time traveling warp thing. Like she could travel, um, and she could also like there was a lot of other things. There was 23 strings, I think it was,
Mm,
or something, and each string had a certain ability essentially, and that was their mission, was to find the three, well, the two items basically, because Briellen already had the crown. So Briellen used the crown on Eris's army to basically take control of them and get them to do her bidding, um, which didn't end well for most of them.
mm.
Um, well, actually, all of them, really. So, so there's really no way out of that one. And then the mask was when it was Nesta actually got the mask from the lake and ended up raising the dead to bring her out of the water with the mask. Which
Yep.
that entire scene was like, I was holding my breath for a good part of it because I was just like, oh my, I was like, is Nesta gonna die? Like, is Nesta actually gonna die here? Like, what's gonna happen? Is Cass gonna die? Is Az gonna die? Because she was trying to save Cass and Az from Eris's army, and
Yep.
she ended up getting put in danger herself. And then eventually Cass and Az got away and then found Nesta just standing on the water wearing the mask. No big deal. Like it was pretty,
God.
it was pretty amazing actually. Um
Mm.
yeah. And I was quite impressed as well with Elaine's development.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's definitely developed. It's had some massive development throughout the books. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So from that first book when we initially met her, she's yeah
Which
come a long way.
Yeah, I mean, the first book, like, you think back to the first episode, and she basically didn't even get a mention. And now we're
Yeah.
like, holy shit. I was actually kind of a little bit pissed off with her in this book as well because of how she was treating Nesta.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I could understand it. Like, it was sort
I
of
mean,
like a 50-50. Like, I could see where Elaine's coming from, but I can also see where Nesta's coming from. So it's like a bit
yeah.
difficult because, like, Elaine had chosen Reese and Feyre over Nesta, and I'm like, but like Elaine doesn't really need to be in that area where Nesta was. Like she doesn't need to be surrounded by like the bars and like countless men that she's fucking, when she's drunk. So it's like Elaine doesn't need that.
Yeah.
She needs more help, if anything. Like, which she actually really did come out of her shell a lot.
She did,
Yeah.
indeed.
I gotta say though,
Yes.
um,
Mm.
I will say this. This might be an unpopular opinion, but you know how Lucian said that Elaine was his mate?
Yes.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that I don't think Elaine should end up with Lucian. I think Elaine should
Okay.
end up with Asriel.
Really?
Yep, because the relationship between the two of them really developed a lot. Like, she opened up a lot to Az more so than
Did.
she did with Lucian.
True.
So I'm shipping Elaine and Az over Elaine and Lucian.
Fair enough.
That's my opinion. And I'm gonna be I'm very excited for the next book to come out because I really want to know what the story does. Ah, I'm so excited. Um, what about you? Was there anything that like um surprised you in any way with this book?
Um, so again, being a reread, I'm going to jump back to the first time I read this instead,
Yeah,
to answer this question.
yeah.
So the massive surprise that we got in this one, and again, massive spoiler warnings, um, which I think I kind of had to look and check which book this was coming in so we could actually read this one first.
Yeah.
Um, well, I'm just going to give it away. We find out in this one that Reese has been masking or helping Feyre mask her scent to cover up the fact that she is pregnant.
Yay! Oh my god.
Yes, yes.
This was such an
Um,
amazing storyline to add. I was like,
oh,
oh my! I remember the moment that I read it, and I messaged you immediately, and I was
mm,
like, oh my god, because I was like, there were signs. There
yes,
were
there were.
signs. Okay, there were
Yep,
signs.
yes.
And there was also this
And
is yeah. Go on.
yeah, okay. So not only is she pregnant, which in itself is amazing, it's also the fact that she is pregnant with a child that is going to be born with wings, and her
Oh
still mortal body isn't equipped to give birth to something like that, which means either one or both of them is going to die.
yeah,
So a lot of this book is spent with Feyre and, oh, actually, Reese is searching for this behind her back. She doesn't actually know this bit for most of it, which I'll come back to that in a second because I'm not impressed with that. Um, Most of this book is spent with Reese dealing with the stress of having to find a way to make sure that both his mate and his new baby survive. Um,
yeah,
so that was incredible. I remember being just insanely surprised when I first read that.
yeah,
Um, I, like you, loved Nesta's um, character arc in this book. The way she changes, what happens throughout the book for her, how she evolves, just, yeah, comes to deal with things that she was previously putting to the side and just didn't want to deal with.
yeah. And
Um,
she did. I think she eventually did to realize, um, like the extent of what she'd actually done, and she genuinely tried to make amends.
she did.
She did. And you could tell that on the ins, like, she realized the severity of what she'd done. And she was
Yeah,
terrified that nobody was going to forgive it. Like, she was angry because she thought, no, none of them are gonna, like, tolerate me. They're not gonna have anything to do with me when, like, she was shutting them out
mm,
because she was so ashamed of herself,
yeah.
which was
So she was,
truly heartbreaking.
yeah, she was scared that they were going to shut her out. So, and basically leave her on her own.
Yeah.
So she decided to basically get in there and jump the gun before they got the chance. And shut herself off
Yeah.
from everyone,
Yeah.
which, no, as anyone who's dealt with grief knows, it's not the best way to handle this.
No,
Um,
it's really not.
no,
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 no. It is really not.
no.
Um,
But
yeah, it was,
reach their own.
yeah. And the other thing as well that there was a lot of hints that were getting dropped throughout the book. Um, and it was revealed as well. Was this before or after the pregnancy announcement? Oh, I should probably tell you what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna need a bit more.
Sorry. um, sorry. I just realized that we're like, okay. Anyway, sorry. When it was revealed that Nesta and Cassian were actually mates.
I think that was after the pregnancy reveal.
Yeah. So
So
when
we kind of get the hint
oh
that they are, but it's not actually locked in until after the
yeah,
pregnancy reveal.
yeah, and Nesta's reaction to that was quite interesting. Um
Mm,
she lost her shit.
yes.
She lost it. You know, look, people react to news in different ways, obviously. Um, and then she eventually was like, "Oh damn, like this is actually happening." And the way that she cemented that in by giving him a cookie that was in her pocket that was probably stale as
Yeah.
fuck. And he took it and ate it, and I
Oh,
was like, "Oh, that's true love."
that's cute.
Like that cookie's probably so stale and disgusting, and he's like, "I'll eat it. Fuck it." Like it was so adorable. Um, that
Oh,
that that was like that was a oh my god moment, and I immediately wrote, "I want a spin-off series with Cass and Ness, and I want to see their babies." That's all I wrote.
sweet.
Just that. And knowing SJM because she's fucking so good at cock blocks, we won't get any of that.
Probably not, no.
No. Um.
Oh,
So, oh, Jesus Christ. There is one that I want to leave until last though because I do want to talk about that. But what were your thoughts after reading it?
my thoughts after reading were basically, fuck, this is the last one until late 2026.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
Heartbreaking. It's so sad.
um, I loved the ending. I enjoyed every single minute of this book.
Yeah,
I know there are some people out there that aren't a fan of this one, and I get it. I understand it. Um, but I don't fall into that category. I'm sorry.
yeah. I mean,
I enjoyed every single fucking minute of it.
to be honest,
It
like
was
I can
fantastic.
see why people would think that though, because like for the last three books, it's just been about Feyre and Reese, and then
Mm,
all of a sudden, these books like they barely get mentioned, and it's all about Ness, and because
mm,
Ness has had such a treacherous time. Like the beginning of the
mm.
book, you really do actually hate her. Like you're like, fuck, she's so
Yeah.
annoying. But then you actually
Mm,
read about like why she's like that, and you're like, oh damn, like I was
yeah.
like the what I wrote was at first I wasn't really into it because Nesta was annoying as fuck. But then once I got further into it, I was hooked, and I was hooked.
Yeah.
It,
Well, and if you think about it, the first three books, you get you hear about Nesta and you meet Nesta, but you're hearing and meeting her from Feyre's point of view.
yeah,
Which of course she is dealing with the fact that her older sister, who's look, I don't condone anyone having to deal with this,
no,
but the older sister who should have stepped up and protected them,
yep,
should have put herself out there to help them, and Feyre, the youngest, has had to step up instead. So she's dealing with that, and she's dealing with the resentment towards her sister because of that, and trying to find that relationship between the two of them and find where that stands now. So yeah, you're seeing from her point of view,
yep,
and then suddenly to flip the script, and then to have to read everything from Nesta's point of view, who you've just heard Feyre and Reese and Cass and Az and Moore and Elaine and everyone else just bash the shit out of because she didn't step up when she should have.
Yeah.
Um, and then to have, yeah, I'm just, I can get it. I understand it. But at the same time, I can appreciate that Ness was dealing with some shit. She was trying to control or not control her own powers and trying to come to terms with what she was dealing with
Yeah.
and just chose the wrong way to do it. That's all.
Yeah, and like, I mean, if you think about it as well, like, you can't really fault Nesta for making the decisions that she did because she went through something that they cannot fathom. Like, they do not know the full
No,
extent because, like, and they can't force her to talk about it because, like, if I was in her
no,
situation, I sure as shit wouldn't. Like, I wouldn't want to
mm,
relive that. Nobody in their right
no,
mind would want to relive what she went through. And it's like, they're not
no.
realizing, like, Nesta needed to deal with her emotions in her own way for her to heal. Yes, her way
Yeah,
was not exactly ethical, but it helped her eventually. It helped her to heal and accept what she had gone through and how to deal with it.
yeah,
Like, she eventually became, like, somewhat comfortable around a fire.
yeah.
Like, it was those types of
She had to hit
things.
rock bottom.
She had to hit rock bottom for her to truly heal. And boy, did she fucking hit
Mm.
rock bottom. Like,
She smashed that shit.
she smashed the fuck out of that rock bottom, man. Like, she hit that damn hard. And, like, I
Yeah.
think that was the best thing for her as well because it was like she needed she needed to crash and burn to build herself
Yes.
back up again.
Yeah, she did.
Um, and what really impressed me as well, and I know that it'll impress you, and I cannot believe we haven't mentioned this sooner. Um, what the fuck was it called? The Valkyries.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god. Okay, so Gwen, Emery, and Nesta, right? They were all training
Mm,
with Cassian and technically Azrael as well.
yep.
They and this was something that I cannot believe we haven't mentioned either. Um, the blood right.
Yes.
I'm
Like, holy shit.
I was so fucking ropeably mad when she was just that all three of them, right? They'd just gone through intense training together, right?
Mm,
Um, and as you could probably remember in the last book as well, when Reese, Azrael, and Cassian were all talking about the way that they did their blood right, how they were separated and had to kill their
yep.
way to each other to win, and they did.
Yep.
Emery, Gwen, and Nesta did the same fucking thing. They
Yep.
fought like hell, and they were the only three women in
Mm,
a sea of fucking men to fight on the blood right, and they didn't even like know that they were going to do this. They did that on purpose because they
yep.
knew, oh, they're easy targets. Let's just kill them straight away. And Nesta took out like the fucking most ginormous man I've ever fucking heard of in my life with a blade to the neck. Like, and even Gwen and Emery killed their way to each other. And like the fact that they all made it up, well, I'm gonna say they all made it up, even though technically Nesta didn't. But Emery and Gwen taking out the fucking title, and Nesta should get the title just because she got them there. That that fucking amazed me so much, and I was so empowered by it because I was like, fuck yeah, women just took out an entire fucking realm of men and won this blood right, and
Heck
that
yeah.
is true Valkyrie. Like, they are Valkyrie.
Mm, Valkyrie.
Valkyrie, sorry, Valkyrie. They are true Valkyrie, and it just sorry.
You're right.
um, and it was so empowering, and that part made me cry as well because I was just like so happy and so proud of them, and I was just like, fuck yes, women, fuck yeah, like
Yeah. Yeah.
It was honestly amazing. But that blood right, God, that pissed me off so much. Oh God.
No, I agree.
And then who was it? There was a they had a helper as well. I wonder what happened to him.
Yeah, one of the guys decided that he wasn't interested in killing or doing any of that shit.
Yeah.
So he decided to help them out. He was one that Ness was in the cave with at some point.
Yeah.
Um, I can't remember his name. But yeah,
Yeah,
um,
it was pretty amazing actually.
no, I agree. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, so thoughts up to finishing. Where are we up to? I've lost track. I'll be honest.
Um oh, it's just the rating. What would you rate it?
Yep.
And would you recommend it?
Yes, I would recommend it to everyone else.
Yep.
Um, you kind of have to read that one once you've read the rest of them.
Yep.
Um, I would definitely recommend this series to anyone that wants to read it. Absolutely fucking go for it. It's fantastic. Um, overall rating, I enjoyed the hell out of this.
Yep.
10 out of 10.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm the same. Absolute 10 out of 10. Definitely recommend the book. Would you say that? No, actually, no. I'll agree with how we did it. A Court of Frost and Starlight. Read last.
Mm,
Read it
yep.
last. There's not really any plot in that book.
No,
It's a space filler between 3 and 4, and you don't
pretty
really
much.
need to read it between 3 and 4.
Yes.
So, um, definitely 100% recommend. Um, I think we should discuss Frost and Starlight.
Yes, I think we should. Um,
Do you
so
want to?
Frost and Starlight
Yeah,
kind of goes back and forth between a couple.
yeah,
Um, so it's a filler, as we've already said.
mm-hmm.
There's no real plot or anything to this book. It's literally just giving us a visit into what was going on within the inner circle between 3 and 4.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm aware that the next book coming out is 6, and this actually isn't the correct order, but I'm just going to call it that. Because that's what it is on Goodreads.
mm-hmm.
Um, so there's some really enjoyable scenes in this one. So yeah, it's set basically after the war
Mm-hmm.
between after that last book, after number 3.
Yeah. Um, we do actually find out what happened as well with Amber and Nesta.
Yes, yes. Now I'm going to leave this bit to you because I know this frustrated the living shit out of you.
Yeah.
So, do you want to tell us what happened?
So, if I'm remembering correctly, and I apologize if I get this wrong, but I have had fuck all sleep over the last 3 weeks. So,
Fair enough.
with Amryn and Nesta, they were at the winter solstice, I believe, that this happened.
Yep,
Is that correct? Yes. Okay. And then
believe so. Yeah.
they were talking, and Amryn more or less turned around to Nesta and told her that she was a waste of space.
Yeah.
So I was kind of a little bit annoyed when I read that because I was just like, that's it? Like, what the fuck? I was like, I was expecting it to be so much worse. But then when you read the actual context behind it and stuff like that, I could understand why Nesta was pissed off, but I could also completely understand why Amryn said what she said.
Yep.
Because Nesta was being a moody fucking bitch the entire time, and she was basically like, she was okay. I'll say this, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but she was playing the victim,
Um,
kind of.
look, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah.
To give you an idea, so this is the way I saw it.
Yeah.
So Nesta at that point, she's come out of the battle. She's been throughout the battle been surrounded by people that she loves.
Mm-hmm.
She's come out of it thinking, okay, what happens now? Battle's over. They don't need me anymore. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So she's kind of decided that that's where I think it kicks in, that she's decided that she's going to need to protect herself.
Yeah.
So she's worried that the first thing they're going to do is basically cut her off
Yeah. And
because they don't need her.
she's sort of like, it's like puts herself into a bubble basically and
Yes.
shuts everyone off and is like, well, if they're going to shut me
Yep.
out, I'll shut them out first.
We'll get in there first.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Which is where Amaran's comment hurt so much
Yeah.
because Amaran's turned around and said, "You're nothing. You're a waste of space,"
Yeah. And that really,
which has hit home. Yeah,
yeah, it's
because
cemented in Nesta's feelings that she was feeling
about herself.
about
Yeah,
herself and about everyone else when Amran basically confirmed what her worst fears was, that she was a waste of space and that she didn't mean anything to anybody. And then that's when everything went completely downhill for her.
yeah,
And
and I think also the fact that Nesta was one of the only people within that group that, sorry, Amran, Amran,
Amran,
one of the only people in that group that Ness actually trusted.
yeah,
She saw her as a friend. And then to have her turn around and say something like that, it's like, fuck, okay, I've got no one.
yeah, it was pretty. And like, I can understand as well. I could understand because of how Nesta was acting. I can understand where Amran was coming from. But on the same, like, it was sort of like a 60-40 sort of split, leaning
Yeah,
more towards Nesta because hearing that, um, obviously Amran didn't know that she was having those feelings because Nesta was too scared to speak up, which, you know what? Okay. Like, talking about your feelings is not the easiest thing in the fucking world.
no,
Um,
it's true.
it's really not. And like, especially with all the shit that Nesta's been through as well. Like, who the heck, like, where do you start? Like, where the fuck do you even start to talk about that? And like, for her to like, for Amran to say that to Nesta in such a deep moment of vulnerability as well, really like pissed me the fuck off because I was just like, how fucking dare you say that to her, not
Hmm.
knowing what she is going through. Like, you
Yeah,
don't know what she's going through. You don't know what she's had to deal with. You don't know what she's had to put up with. Like, you can't say that to somebody, like, at all. And this speaks, like, this isn't just, like, in the book as well. This is real life. Like, don't, you gotta be really fucking careful what you say to people.
true.
Yeah. But yeah, it was sort of like, and I also noticed as well in this book that there was a lot of, they it dropped a lot of hints about um
Yes, certain things.
Reese and Feyre and
Yeah,
also Cass and Ness. The hints that were
yeah.
getting dropped were fucking incredible. Like, when you
Mm.
read that, it all, everything just all was like, oh, okay, there we go. Like, that makes sense. Like, there we go.
So I have to ask,
Yeah,
because this is one of my favorite moments in this book,
yeah,
and I don't know if you remember this or not, but there is a scene between Cass and Ness where they've gone to meet each other out after the solstice or something, and because he's followed her out after Christmas,
yeah.
and they're giving gifts or something, and he's followed her outside after that, yeah, and he's gone to give her gift, and she's opened it, and then basically they've had a discussion, and she's thrown it into the river.
Yeah.
Now, there is a rumor. Now, I don't know whether this is true or not, but there is a rumor that Cass actually goes and retrieves it.
You know what? I would not be surprised if that rumor was actually true. Because that was the best fucking present ever.
Yeah,
For anyone that doesn't know what we're talking about, the present was like, it was basically a music box.
yeah,
That Cassian actually put songs from um a ball that Nesta was dancing at
yeah.
into this ball. Um, and like, it was a beautiful present and a beautiful gesture. And Nesta was just like, nah, fuck off. Like, I don't want it.
Mm.
Fuck it off. she threw it. And I think it was because Cass knew, I think, the moment he met Nestor that they were mates.
Mm.
And I think it um was that when he revealed it to her? No. It was in
So no.
Silver
Okay,
Flames,
so it
wasn't it?
wasn't yeah, so it wasn't the music box that he threw. It was thrown. It was he tried to give her the Veritas, and she threw that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Veritas. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That was yeah. I would
Yeah,
have
she kept the music box.
I would have slapped her. To be honest. I would have I would have I would have slapped the fuck out of her face for that.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't want the present, just say so. Like, don't throw it. Like, are you fucking kidding
Just give it
me?
back.
Just give it back.
Oh,
Be a normal human. You fucking psychopath. Like, if someone did that to me in real life, I would never speak to them again.
yes.
I'd be like, bitch, you get that out of the river and then never speak to me again. Yeah, that was definitely a interesting one, that one. Um
Yeah.
but yeah, it's sort of like, as Jill said, it sort of jumped between a few characters. Like, we heard a lot from Reese, from Nestor, from Cass, from Azriel. Um, did I say Feyre? No.
I don't think so, no.
Okay, and Feyre as
But yes, we
well.
did hear from her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so there was a lot of characters that we actually heard from as well, and I think we also heard from Maud, didn't we?
we did.
I
Yeah.
think Maud
Yeah.
was mentioned because Maud doesn't really get that much mention in Silver Flames because she's off
Mm.
um, doing some tasks for
Important stuff.
Reese, important things for Reese. So she doesn't really have that much involvement in this book. And Lucian is the same as well. Like, he doesn't get that much of a mention. So um,
Mm.
I still sort of have like mixed feelings about Lucian as well. Like, whether I actually like him or not. Like, I don't know where my feelings lie with Lucian because I'm like, do we trust him, or like, what's his
Yeah,
deal?
I don't know.
Like, it's a bit tricky. And also Tampon as well in this book. um yeah, well, Tampon's Tampon, he doesn't change, he's a dick. Like, yeah, he helped in the war, and then he just turned into the biggest fucking miserable prick ever because he just didn't give a shit. Like, grow up.
Yeah.
Like, you're a fucking high lord and you're acting like a fucking child. Like,
Yes.
God, even your
Agree.
own court's sick of your shit. Like, come on. Um,
Oh,
but yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot. I gotta say though, when and this is sort of mentioned in Silver Flames as well, and I can't believe I forgot to mention this. When Nestor destroyed Bray Allen on the mountain.
oh
Oh,
yes.
that was so fucking good.
So good. Oh my
So
God.
good. I was like, fuck yeah. And she took that crown from her head. I was like, hell yeah, bitch. Like, she was not fucking around.
No.
That was pretty amazing. But
Yeah.
yeah, like,
Agree.
as we said, like Frost and Starlight, it was just a space filler, essentially.
Pretty
Like, there
much.
was not really any significance really to it. Like, yeah, there was a few little like plot fillers kind of thing. Like, it sort of filled in a few
Hmm.
missing scenes. But
It
I
kind
mean,
of
yeah,
laid the path,
it did.
the
Yeah.
stepping stones
Yeah.
between. Now I'm going to use the book's book order properly.
Yeah.
Kind of laid the stepping stones for that path between 3 and 4,
Yeah.
5,
So,
however you want to call it.
yeah, because A Court of Frost and Starlight is technically considered as 3.5. So it's
Yep.
halfway between 3 and 4. So it's like that space filler. So it's like laying the
Yep.
path. It's basically laying the path for what's happening in Silver Flames,
Yep.
which, if anything, they could have just like not done that and just added more to 3 and 4.
Yes. Or they could just give us another one. But
Like,
um,
skip 3.5, give us more info, like, put all of the shit out of 3.5 into 3 and 4, and then book
yep.
5 is all about Cass and Ness and their babies. It's
Exactly.
quite
Yeah.
simple, you know? Like give the audience what they want. Like, come on.
Exactly.
Um, so I think that pretty much sums up the books. Hey,
Pretty much,
yeah.
yeah.
So there is one book that I do want to discuss though.
Yes.
So recently I paid a visit to a bookshop, brought myself a couple of birthday presents. By the way,
Hmm.
it was our birthday like the last 2 weeks, so happy birthday to both of
Yep.
us. We're 6 days
Yes,
apart.
indeed.
Um, so this book, it's a fantasy book, and it's called The Fifth Night, and right, I thought that it was the Knights of Sierra Leone because of how it was spelt, but they
Yep.
actually have a glossary and definitions page at the beginning of the book, and it's actually
Oh,
pronounced Carleon, and it's a
okay.
Wales, Southern Wales. It's
Yeah. Welsh.
yeah, it's a Welsh, so it's actually Carleon, which was
Okay.
quite interesting actually. Um, and it's really interesting, like reading the definitions and stuff, and actually how to pronounce everything because most of the
Yeah.
words in this book I was very fucking confused about, but this book is absolutely fucking amazing. It's called The Fifth
Yes.
Night. The second where is it? Where's the oh? So the readers are Claire, Luana, and Jessica Sundin. So they are independent writers on their own, but they've collaborated with the Knights of Carleon, and they've got the Fifth Night, which is book one, the Third Curse, which is book two, and book three is the First Guinevere, which has been sent, by the way. Um, it got sent out today, and I'm very excited. But basically, it's about this girl that her name's Fiona. She actually, oh, where is it? Her actual proper name is Fiona Var, but
Yep.
she calls herself Fiona for short. And
Yep.
her only hope to save her family lies across the Irish Sea. As a warrior princess of Ulster, the rival clan holding her father and sister for ransom, knows she'll pay any price to get them back, but even she couldn't predict the task set before her to steal a fairy sword from a king. So, the people that are mentioned in this book are gonna sound pretty familiar to you, but
Mm.
this book is all about Arthur Pendragon,
Mm.
Lancelot,
Yep.
Galahad, and Percival, and also Merlin is mentioned as well. Um, so obviously there's a lot of like dark magic. There's wars and everything like that. And it's basically the kingdom of Carleen is dying under Morgan Le Fay's dark magic, and Morgan Le Fay's a prick. Um, she's a prick. Her vengeful curse has locked Excalibur, which is the sword that Fiona is destined to steal from the king, in its scabbard, placing Arthur Pendragon's kingship in jeopardy. Now Arthur and his sword brothers Lancelot, Galahad, and Percival have but one hope: the fifth night, the one foretold by Merlin, who will break the curse and heal the land. But Arthur and his sword brothers didn't expect the warrior to be a fierce and captivating woman, or the legendary White Fae, prophesied by Morgan Le Fay to destroy Carleon by claiming the heart of the king and three sworn knights. So Fiona actually travels across the Irish Sea and pretends to be a male to win the title of the fifth knight and get knighted as the fifth official knight.
Okay.
She kicks all of their asses basically, gets knighted, and then it's revealed that she's a female, and everyone goes fucking like ape shit. Um, but from what I've read so far, and I don't want to spoil it because I know that you're going to read the book as well, this book has me fucking hooked so badly, and it's got some smutty scenes in it, I will say. But they actually mention Morrigan as well, but
Yep.
it's the three sisters. There's three sisters, so there's Morgana, Morrigan, and I can't remember what the third one is. It's like more something. It's more.
Morgan.
There's
Oh,
Morgan,
yep.
Morgana. There's Morgana, Morrigan, and then there's something else, but it's not the same as Morrigan. Anyway,
Yep.
you'll read it. But anyway, there's three sisters, so there's a lot that gets in, like, and it's pretty much like The book itself, like the books, because I brought it from a secondhand bookshop, and it's in such good condition, it's unbelievable. But it's all like it's that like it sort of jumps between like Fiona, Lancelot, Arthur, Percival. Like it actually like each chapter is a different character in the book,
Okay.
and it's such a good read. I can't wait to finish it and then read the second and third because holy crap, it's so much fun. But yeah, it's definitely like another step into the fantasy, and like in our podcast episodes we normally talk about like what book does it remind you of, and it actually is. I'll say this about this one: this has got similar aspects to a Court of Thorn and Roses series,
Yeah.
just with the fantasy, the storyline, the characters, and all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot of similarities in that aspect as well. Um, and they actually have quite a good selection in that bookshop, I will say. And then Joss so kindly let me know about Booktopia, that is a
Yes.
website where you can buy books. And I went and brought the third book, which will be delivered. Let me check that actually, because I did get a notification from Australia Post today. Um, it's on its way and it's expected in 2 days. So I'm very excited. Um, and it's going to be freshly printed as well. So I cannot wait to just smell that freshly printed book. I'm so fucking
Oh
excited.
yes.
It's the best smell.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
um, but yeah. So yeah, I guess this just pretty much wraps up the A Court of Thorn and Roses series, you guys. Like
Pretty much.
we've
So
officially finished our first series of the podcast.
effectively we have, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we should probably discuss what we're going to read next. Now, I
Yes.
know we discussed wanting to stick with SJM,
Yep.
and I know you wanted to talk about her Throne of Glass series. Now, did you still want to go with that one next? Or
Yes.
yeah?
Because the complete collection is calling my name right now and it's sitting right next to me on my bookshelf. Um so
Yep.
I would love to continue on this series with um the Throne of Glass series. I'm very excited. Um so this we're continuing on with the SJM. Um I am very excited. I'm very
Yep.
excited because I've heard some really really good things, and a lot of people as well. Because I'm on Book Talk on TikTok, Book Talk, and a lot of people are reading A Court of Thorn and Roses series, and they're actually
Mm,
suggesting that we read ACOTAR first, then Throne of Glass, and then Crescent City,
yep. So
and
I don't know if you're aware of this, but they do intertwine and
intertwine.
intertwine intertwine.
Yeah,
Thank you. They
yeah,
are connected.
yeah.
So
Because I remember,
SJM,
didn't I send you a photo of that?
yep, you did.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm intrigued to find. I'm actually excited to see what you think about this
Yeah,
series.
because it was actually let me just open up actually. Let me see if I can find it. Um don't mind me scrolling through all of our messages that we've sent to each other. This could take a while.
Yeah, yeah.
um
So while she's doing that,
it's okay.
let's jump in. Did you want to start with the Assassin's Blade first and then go into Throne of Glass?
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to
Yep.
discuss as well because this is part of the reason why I'm trying to look for this goddamn photo.
Yep.
Is they actually had the reading list and like the
Yep.
order that you're actually meant to be reading it in, and they
Mhm.
say a lot of people say, oh, here we go, I found it. So a lot of people say like the order. They did say that you're supposed to read Frost and Starlight before Silver Flames, but you know, we leave life on the edge, so it's fine. And then in the reading order is the number two is the Throne of Glass, and it says to read Assassin's Blade first. Um,
So Assassin's Blade's a prequel, so to speak. You get an idea of Selena's. Is it Selena? I think it's Selena.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Selena's background.
So yeah, so you read Assassin's Blade first, then Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Hair of Fire, Queen of Shadows, Empire of Storms, Tower of Dawn, Kingdom of Ash. So you do it that way.
Yep.
But then it actually tells you to reread Silver Flames.
It does,
I
which you
don't,
can do.
we can do, we will discuss that when that time comes. Then
Yep.
you read Crescent City, which is Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood, House of Sky and Breath, and House of Flame and Shadow. So it's like in that
Yep.
order. So there's actually an order where you read the books. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
you don't have to stick to that. We're going
Mm.
to in this instant because of the podcast, and obviously because I
Yep.
haven't read them before. And I'm so fucking excited. It's unbelievably how excited I am. Now I know that we do normally record every 2 weeks. We
Yep.
just recorded a little bit early this week because we wanted to get an episode out. Um, so usually we record on this upcoming weekend. Obviously, we're not going to be able to finish a book by then.
No, not within a couple of days. No.
So what I think
So,
we could
yes.
do is maybe start fresh on the 1st of November.
So you want to give the rest of the month to read Assassin's Blade and then do a recording on the 1st.
Yeah. So at least it
That
gives us
works.
sort of like a little bit of a breather as well. Because I do want to finish off the Fifth Night as well. We are
Yep.
also both reading, and I think you've actually finished as well, but the Suki Stackhouse series.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
So I'm down to the mini stories instead.
Sorry.
Um,
Um,
which there's a few of those too.
yeah, so I have just started book 9.
Oh wow.
But I would be further ahead, but then I found the Fifth Night, so I've sort of been a little bit
Yep.
hooked. But yeah. So after, I'll probably read the rest of the Fifth Night, but I can sort of
Yep.
swap between the two now. And we also just we're gonna start book 21 as well of the Women's Murder Club soon, so that's gonna be exciting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we will officially start
On the first
reading.
Yeah.
So do you want to kick off reading?
Yeah, we can
now?
kick off reading, and then by the time it gets to the 1st of November, we're good to record.
Just record.
Yeah,
That's
so
fine.
we can
Okay,
record the
that
next
works.
episode. So I will upload this episode. I'll probably actually upload it tomorrow because it is
Yep.
quite late and I need to sleep. So
Yes.
I'll edit and upload tomorrow on Spotify and YouTube. And then on the 1st of November, we will record the first episode of the Throne of Glass series. So that'll be exciting as well. So keep an eye out on that. Like we say every episode, don't forget to drop a comment if you have any suggestions for books or feedback for us as well, because we love hearing your feedback. And if you are liking the podcast, let us know, because
Yes.
yeah, we're very excited. It's a fun little project that we're doing, so I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it's sort of bringing both of us out of our shells and making me read a lot more, so it's great.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right. Well, that pretty much wraps up the episode of the podcast, everyone. So thank you, everyone, for watching. I know this is a bit of a long one, but we sort of combined 2 books in one. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, that wraps it up.
Yep.
As usual, guys, drop a comment. Let us know if you've got any questions, if there's anything you want us to read next. Bearing in mind we will be finishing the SJM's series first
Yep.
before we go any further with anything else.
Yep.
So it'll be the Throne of Glass series, and then we'll finish it off with Crescent City.
Yep.
Knowing that Crescent City is completely finished anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a spoiler. But anyway.
Oh, it's okay. It's been out for a while anyway. Because I think, like, especially with the ACOTAR series as well, because obviously this series is not finished. There are more books coming out, so when they do get released, we will be doing a special episode of that as well. So keep an eye out on that. That's probably not going to happen until later in next year.
Probably.
But yeah, so but everyone, thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Technically, you're not watching unless you're watching the YouTube video. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for
Um,
listening, guys. As always, it's been a pleasure. Drop a comment. Let us know if you want us to read anything else, and we will talk to you on the 1st of November. Thank
Alrighty,
you, guys.
everyone. Bye.
Bye.